Okay, we're also, as we walk around, we're continuing to plan. We've not done our storm damage cleanup, other than to make it accessible so we can get in and out with the car. We're still looking because we're still learning. We mentioned that the raggedy spruces, the Michigan palm trees, as Judy referred to them, they're kind of worthless, and we really should take them down. We left them up for the sake of the birds and the protection that a little bit of protection they do provide. The branches don't break in an ice storm because there's not enough foliage to really build up much weight. But we did notice that, scraggly as they are, this spruce, you can see the trunk in the foreground here, is way over the top of our little fir. And look, there's ice on the outside of the fir, but not on the inside. So skinny and scraggly as that spruce was, it was intercepting some of the ice and snow. So I'm rethinking my advice to people when I say, look, bite the bullet, take it out. It's a crummy tree.
Depends on what it's protecting.
Yeah, I'm rethinking that now because I really want to see this little fir take off. And we're seeing the same kinds of things all over that Judy sent into us. This is her little redbud tree.
We mentioned redbud being weak for a street tree. This is
redbud does have a tendency to die back, and it can break easily. So it canted over in the storm. These two branches on the top split apart from each other. And now what do? We would cut first to take the weight off the branch, take those two side branches and get the weight off of them. So undercut there at number 1, undercut. So you're going to cut
from the bottom up.
And you're going to cut halfway in until it begins to drag on your saw. You don't want it to pinch and freeze your saw, but when you feel it beginning to pinch, that's far enough. Then you move outward for cut number 2. And cut from the top down, and it'll crack off without splitting the wood further down. And then do the same thing with the left-hand branch, undercut it, the side that is leaning away from horizontal, from vertical, that's the underside. So undercut it, then cut it above. Then you'll be able to go down to cut number 5. And yes, you're sacrificing a main trunk, but there's no getting around it. I've seen people take and bolt those together, and we have shown how you can bolt on a particularly valuable tree, but this is a very big bit of damage and never really going to heal well. And it's a fast-growing tree that'll fill back in.
And be careful with the weight. I mean, that's a pretty good size piece of weight that's going to be coming down, it looks like.
Yeah.
So you may have to take weight even farther off first.
Yeah, you can take a pole pruner or loppers and
take some of the side branches off. But all these seed pods add up.
They do. It's a lot of weight. So Judy said thank you and sent back a picture of here's what I did. Go a little bit further down on the number 5 cut, but there's no proper place really to make a heading cut except to make sure that it slants a little bit so water doesn't sit on it.
And you don't want to cut into this collar.
Yeah, but the problem is you've cut into the collar, period.
Oh,
because we've cut the leader off.
I was talking about this little branch. There's a collar right there.
That's right.
You don't want to damage that because that's
it's tough, but bite the bullet, do it.